Your kitchens and bathrooms are dated and you're ready to sell your home. Do you renovate before you list or take your chances as is?
She's your guide through it all. Ask Amy, ask away. Real estate made easy every day. Ask Amy, here to say the home of your dreams is just a chat away.
Welcome back to Ask Amy. I'm Amy Pecoraro, Realtor, 4th generation Lombardian, and I know this area inside and out. Today we have a call from Karen.
Hi, Amy. Karen calling from Naperville. My husband and I have lived in our house for almost 25 years, and we are finally thinking about selling. The thing is, the kitchen and bathrooms are pretty dated. We just never got around to updating them. We are worried buyers are going to come in and lowball us because of it, but we also do not want to spend a ton of money on renovations and not get it back at closing. How do we figure out what is actually worth doing before we list? And what should we just leave for the buyers to handle themselves?
Well, this is a really good question. Every house is going to be different as far as what I suggest. And so this is why when sellers call, I schedule an appointment to go out and view their home, because I really need to see the rest of the house before I can tell you what you should do with kitchens and baths. Because if you update a bathroom, say, you're going to make the rest of the unupdated things look worse. We don't want you to go spend, $7,000 to $10,000 on a bathroom and then have it not reap you a benefit. Because if you just fix one bathroom and they walk in and that's not the style bathroom or the color bathroom, or they wanted a shower, not a tub, or they wanted the tub, not the shower, whatever. Now you've just put $7,000 into a house that you're not going to get back. That buyer's not going to be willing to give you any extra money for that bathroom because it's not what they would have picked. Or they're going to have to gut everything else anyway, so now they want to make it all look the same style. If the majority of the house needs to be updated, either update it all or sell it as is. And the reason I recommend that is because when you do piecemeal like that, one room here, one room there, they don't flow together. Every buyer's going to be a little bit different. So what you like or what you pick may not be what those buyers are looking for. And so you're just putting money into a house that isn't what a buyer's looking for. So they're not going to be willing to pay you for that. There are timeless renovations that you can do, but even with, say, timeless kitchen cabinets, you're still going to do a countertop and a backsplash and the floor. And if you do all those things and those aren't timeless, well, that just changed the whole kitchen. Kitchens are very expensive. So depending on the price point of the house, you have to be careful too to keep whatever improvements you do within that price point. What's the value of this house? Because you can spend, $30,000, $40,000 on a kitchen. You can spend $230,000 on a kitchen. It just depends on what type of home you're in and what's the value of it and where are you trying to get that value to be, and are you keeping it within the fair market value of your neighbors, your neighborhood, so you're not over improving your house. I felt confident a couple years ago at $30,000 you could do a pretty nice kitchen. I'm not a contractor though, and I don't know where those lumber costs are going. So I would say $30,000, $40,000, you can do a pretty nice kitchen. But you can also spend $250,000 on a kitchen. You can go from entry-level appliances to very expensive Wolf and Viking and all those fancy appliances that I don't have. I can't afford. But maybe if you're buying a $3 million house, you want those. But in a $400,000 house, we don't want to put fancy appliances in because you're not going to get the money back. My suggestion is have your realtor or myself come in and just walk through the house with you and give recommendations. Majority of the time, decluttering, cleaning, washing walls, maybe putting on a coat of paint, that's going to spruce up the house a lot right there. And most people who do that are like, wow, my house is so nice. I don't even want to move now. And that didn't even take a lot of money. Once you do that and you clean it all up and you make it showable, it looks like a model home, you'd be amazed at how nice it will look, just doing things that don't cost a lot of money. But then if you need to go that next step, well, then we need to see what's going to be the best benefit for you and for your home and to get you the highest price possible. The outside, obviously you want it to be cleaned up. Make sure there's no leaves from the fall. Make sure there's no branches all over the place. Put some fresh mulch, maybe plant a few flowers. Use fake flowers. They don't die and you don't have to water them. I use those. I enjoy them. Then it doesn't matter if I don't get home till 8 o'clock at night. My flowers are always pretty. Thanks so much for the questions, Karen. If you want to leave a question, go to call.show/askamy or click the link in the description below.